Hello and welcome. If you run a business that is highly dependent on appointments, you know all too well how costly missed appointments and last-minute cancellations can be. Now, there are various ways that you can prevent this type of problem, but the prevention sometimes is worse than the problem itself. Doing one-by-one phone calls personally to each appointment person is time-consuming, and in fact, it can take a lot of time if you run into people who are really talkative. Things like voice broadcast appointment reminders, people often find impersonal and annoying. But there's a new way that you can do appointment reminders that is very cost-effective and it doesn't take very much time. So let's go into this new way of doing things, and I think you'll find that it can be a big benefit to your business.
So this new method of appointment reminders is to send mobile text messages. And it's very easy to do, it's very fast to do. Let me just show you how the system I use works. Basically, you come over here, you choose your appointment day and time. We'll just go ahead and put in something there. And you would choose your time zone. You can choose to send it out anywhere from 1 to 12 hours in advance or 1 to 7 days in advance. Or you can choose a specific day and time to send it, or you can choose to send it immediately as soon as you get it all entered. So I'm going to go ahead and choose to send it out 4 hours in advance. I'm going to add a new contact. If you have somebody already entered into the system that you've sent before, all you have to do is search by their name and select from a list. But we'll go ahead and say we're adding a new person. So I'll put my own name in there. Then you put in whatever their mobile phone number is. So it's going to be, I'll just say it's 210-555-5555, you know, whatever number it is. Again, here you can choose from a list. If you've already had a distribution list selected, you can choose from a list there, or you can create a new one. So I'll just call it reminders. We'll save that. And then you would go ahead and enter in your message. If you have a message template that you've saved from a previous message, you can just load it up here, or you can click on create, or if you have an older message, you can edit from it here. So let's go ahead and click create. We're going to come down here. Here's the message box. The text message is going to start out with whatever your business name is, and then you can put in the message. So we'll say this is a reminder. And here's where you would fill in the mail message, or excuse me, the appointment time you put in, the mail merge data. If you had wanted to customize it, you could have put their first name in at the beginning of the message without having to type it in. You would just select first name. You can do last name if you want to. If you want to say Mr. Jones, you'd say Mr. and then last name. And then we're just going to keep it simple. We'll put in the appointment. And we'll say okay, so there's a good message. Please call us if you need to reschedule. So then what we can do is, if we want to save this for future use, we'll create a template. Oops, forgot to enter the description. We're going to call this template reminder 1. Create the template. It's created, and there's all the information there. If you wanted to direct them to a website, you could do that here. For appointment reminders, I don't think there's a need to do that. Then you would just click on send this reminder. And if you need to get rid of any of the appointment reminders you put up, say somebody called and already rescheduled and you don't need to have the text message go out, then you go into the queued reminders section. Here's the one we just set up. You can see here's what the message would actually look like, and basically then if you want to get rid of it, you just click on that particular box, click on cancel checked reminders, click OK, and it'll be taken out of the system. With regards to cost, it depends on how big of a plan you get, how many text message credits that you get. This particular company gives you rollover text credits, which is really nice. Most of them, you buy number of text credits per month, and at the end of the month, whatever you didn't use is gone. But they roll over your credits, and just that way you can add them up. And so if you have some months which are a little slower, you can accumulate additional credits for months that are a little busier. Now, you'll notice that it talks about keywords and contact size. Not only does this company allow you to do appointment reminders for less than most other companies, but they incorporate a lot of other features as well. They allow you to send email messages to people. They do allow voice broadcast as well, but I don't recommend you do voice broadcast because most people find it annoying. But you'll also be able to do instant messaging if you want to. You can use a short code, which is kind of like when somebody says text the word, word to 69302. This is the short code, so you can actually do other types of text message marketing with these plans as well. But even if you only want to do appointment reminders, it's very affordable. You can see that the plan starts at $50, which would be probably for a small to medium-sized business where they'd be sending out 1,000 text messages a month, and it goes on up from there. But I highly recommend this company. They have a lot of great features on their system, and if you're interested in doing text message appointment reminders, I highly recommend them. So that pretty much covers it for how easy it is to use text message appointment reminders. If you want to know what text message company I recommend you use, please visit my blog on the URL that you see here. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. Thank you for watching.